Oh, what a goal! Curls across towards
Good evening, Aaron. How you doing?
Not bad, Mark. How you doing?
Welcome to the Knots and Bolts at the top of the podcast. Barnet preview. Are you looking forward to Barnet on Saturday? Being back at Meadow Lane as well?
I hope so. I hope so.
I'm looking forward to it too. It can't be any worse than last week, can it?
It can.
Wow. We're expecting that. Evening, Markle, Aaron. Hope you're okay. We're not beating Barnet with these players, and we are Joe. That's it. I could disagree.
I can disagree. Yeah.
I think a reset. We've been good at bouncing back all season. A Saturday was just one of them games where no went right, and we move on. Onwards and upwards.
So the way it is.
I mean, tomorrow night you've got the big game, as it is. you got Bromley against Cambridge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Note saying that Cambridge are going to pick up all 3 points there tomorrow night. You know what I mean?
I mean, it could finish, you never know. It probably won't. But...
So, as if you look at it, then in Cambridge you got Grimsby. Grimsby suffered at Chesterfield last night.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Losing.
I mean, I think Grimsby, I thought were kind of lucky. They should have took their chances in the first half an hour.
But they had that penalty, didn't they, in the last minute?
Yeah.
And he should have scored. I don't know. A lot of their fans, when I was looking on social media last night, was like, why did he take the penalty? So, you know what I mean?
I mean,
we're not here to talk about other teams, really.
A lot of their fans were also thinking that's a playoff spot gone, but still to play for.
There's a lot to play for. It's still all to play for. I mean, it may look bad. Right. I mean, we're already a point behind Cambridge. They've got a game in hand, but that's a tough game. That Grimsby game's a tough game. They go early, play Bromley, fail to beat them.
Yeah.
We win on Saturday. We could be back in third before they go and play Grimsby on Tuesday night, all being well.
Yeah.
I mean, I would imagine Jody comes back into the side this week.
You know what I mean? Maybe Cerilla's back in the mix, hopefully.
On the bench.
Yeah.
Who knows? They don't really tell us a lot.
No. Because it's the end division, right? So
if we have a look at our league fixtures, EFL fixtures, and there's a Johnson Paint in there as well. So this does not include National League. So in the EFL and Football League, Notts have won 11 games, drawn 3, and lost 6. Grimsby have been more pumped to claim a playoff place. They could do Notts a favour. They could JJ Aviation. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't want to play Grimsby either, though, to be fair.
No, I don't want to be in the playoffs. It's one of them tough ones, isn't it? You know what I mean? You got to be at your best in both games, or stay in the first one and then win the second one.
Yeah.
And then you've got to win the final. You know what I mean? Heartbreak if you come back from Wembley. 1996 is still in my mind.
You know what I mean? Scoring from Bradford.
Yeah, Bradford. You know, we did.
And it's in the season after.
It still hurts. That does that trip back from Wembley. But then you look this one hurt in 2009. This hurt when we played Barnet. I remember going with my older daughter. Forest played Derby exactly on the same day as well. Is it 2009? 29th of August. Anybody remember the goal? It was a comical goal. A ball went through Casper Schmeichel's hands. Through his hands. I remember it. Unless I'm remembering a totally different goal, but it was one of the softest goals I ever seen. Casper Schmeichel will concede. They're not as good as the one what's stuck in the mud. What's always on question
No,
of sport. What
yeah.
happens next, sort of thing.
Mm.
But we won 3 out of the last 4 in the league, haven't we?
Yeah, in the league, yeah.
We didn't simply turn up against Bradford. We truly outplayed them 96. Yep. I remember this season when we played Bradford at the beginning of this season, we won 5-0. I remember that. Right, let's move it. But go back to that season. And like people, you look on X after the weekend and stuff like that. And with the Jetta situation, you talk about disciplinary,
Yeah.
but look at the yellow cards on there from the players. Where you got like Uzi, 12 yellow cards, 1 red. You got Graham Lee, 10 yellow cards, 1 red. John Thompson, all class players, 12 yellow cards.
I mean, you even got Casper Schmeichel picking up 2 yellow cards.
Neil Bishop, 8. You got Mike Edwards, 10 yellow cards. Ben Davis, what a player he was as well, 4 yellow cards. Delroy Facer, who remembers him as a forward? Matt Imshaw, Carl Orler. I mean, you've even got, where's it? You got Craig Westcott. The funny Craig Westcott was that Torquay game where we drew 2-2. And he got subbed off and he had his little tantrum and kicked the water bottle.
Yeah.
Ian McParland. Well, Ian McParland was still there. That was on Sky, the 2-2 with Torquay. Luke Rogers, another thing. And Matt Richer, who ended up playing for Newcastle. We had him on loan from Bournemouth.
Yeah, Bournemouth, yeah, probably would have been.
Ricky
Didn't he go to Aston Villa after?
Brendan Maloney. I'm sure Brendan Maloney was on loan from Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
Back then.
Johnny Jackson. Is that the one AFC
Oh, the League Cup with Steve, when Steve McLaren was in charge, that cracking 3-3. Wes Morgan scored that goal of a lifetime. He never scored one better ever since.
Yeah.
Lucy I. That was a cracking night. I was in the away end that night. It was a way to go out on penalties. Way to go out. But it was a really good game. I enjoyed it. I just said, Lucy, good evening. There's your shout out. Unless you want Aaron to give you a shout out. But it's like, I don't think that side here, this side here, actually beats our current squad. I think this side, in its day, would walk all over our current team.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Just for true physicality and grit and determination.
And the
in my
passion.
opinion. In my opinion. Well, that's that. Where we going next? Here's an interesting. This is how many games we've won in our history. We've won 2,143 games, drawn 1,382 games, lost 2,249. We've scored 8,309 goals, but conceded 8,475. I tried to get Harry to guess that, how many goals we actually scored in our history, but JJ, you was talking about last night about appearances this season. Tom Iapenda and Jacob Badu. The scrap Belshaw because some of them was for Harrogate.
Yeah. Matt Dennison, 40.
Most of them was for Harrogate. But Tom Iapenda and Jacob Badu are the only ones who started every single league game this season. Dennis on 40. Connor Grant, 39. Nick Cerula
on 37.
Cerula's on 37. Lewis McCarry, 35. Jody Jones on 34. Matty Palmer, when I looked at on and I had to go on another site to sort for his stats, he's like at 24, 26 appearances this season.
Yeah, he's been injured though, hasn't he?
So there was an injury. I'll send you that site, Ari, so you can look at it. It's really interesting. It gives you a breakdown on all the players and how many minutes and everything.
Interesting.
But as a Notts fan, if you've been around X today, it's been going crazy because we're pleased to announce in Cambridge United, their goalkeeper got sent off handling the ball outside the box
Yeah.
and managed to wrangle a sided, which is within rules apparently because it's a goalkeeper. And they've got to have a goalkeeper who's made more than, is it 5 appearances or something?
I think so, yeah, something like that. Yeah, because
Some
we
weird
signed
strange
an
one.
emergency one, didn't we? Last season.
Yeah,
That American one.
but if that same rule don't apply when you got like all your strikers out and you have to make do, because we had to go to Accrington and make do,
Yeah.
didn't we? Interesting point. So a lot of Notts fans will have different opinions on this. Harry sent me this clip. Harry's celebrating in the background.
Yeah.
They're talking of emergency loans have Notts got in here. Anyone? No. Isn't
No.
this the Barnet game this year? Is this the Barnet game this year?
From this season, yeah.
So that's the goalkeeper Cambridge got on an emergency loan. Is that correct, or did I read that wrong?
What?
Or is that's just a witty goal from that thingy? Then
from this season, yeah. When we won 1-0.
when we won 1-0. So I don't know. It's gonna be tough on Saturday. But you go back to look at the league table. If we go back there, it's almost over for Barnet, isn't it? The maximum they can get
is, yeah.
66 points. So, I mean, what would Chesterfield need? Another win and 1 more point, and then 2 draws and Barnet are out anyway. Grimsby probably got the best chance of breaking him.
Yeah.
Swindon, but then we're on 76. You got Cambridge. It's so tight there. And so's the bottom as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you got 3 teams. Out them 4, out of Barrow, you could say possibly Harrogate or Dam. They could get
Newport and Barrow have more fight than anyone else because you didn't expect Barrow to win that game last night, did you? Well, I said they would win 2-1, but I think them 2 teams are more fighting than obviously no. I mean, Corn's been doing well since they have that new manager in, but Tranmere have they even won a game in 2026?
It's doable for autos. We must be at Barnet. We must.
Yeah, has Tranmere even won a game?
No, I think
in 2026.
Didn't they get a draw at Didn't they get a draw at Chesterfield?
Yeah.
No, Salford. Didn't they get? Where did they get a draw? They did pick up a draw, didn't they?
Chesterfield away.
Yeah, they're on 37 points.
They picked up a draw against Tranmere. Not Tranmere, Fleetwood. Oh, no, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. They did win 2-0 against Crawley in 2026, it looks like.
I just think it's between Newport and Tranmere, whichever go out there. I think Bromley will probably get out. Harrogate will probably down. And then it's between...
Bromley? I thought Bromley at the top.
No, Barrow. I think Barrow will get out there. And then, I think it's between Tranmere and Crawley who go down out of that one.
Yeah, because Newport has more fight and determination to win games like Barrow does, obviously, last night. I mean, Harrogate, I think they're down and out, aren't they? They're not really showing.
I think that could go to the last game of the season. We're not. We're 1 point behind. Cambridge go first tomorrow night. So every county, sorry about that. Every county runs probably hoping that Bromley beat Cambridge tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And then we play Barnet on Saturday.
I mean, a draw wouldn't be the end of the world, would it?
No, it won't be at the end of the world. But then if we make do of our business on Saturday against Barnet home, we pick up 3 points. We go above Cambridge.
Yeah.
And come on, Bromley, Lewis says. So we've just got to win on. It's a must win. If last Saturday was a must win, this Saturday definitely is a must win.
Yes.
That's what you got. I'm going to say about that. Let's have a look at the total fixtures, what are going off on. You got Barrow
I mean,
Walsall at R12.
here's another thing: is that if we do bounce back, we're just going to lose the next game after that, and then try hopefully bounce back. But if we do bounce back, we just have to continue because we can't afford another second.
But I think now, with losing at Cambridge, right, we can't lose. And if we're serious about going automatics, right, then I can't see as if we beat Barnet and then go and lose at Colchester. I think it's over. I think it's over then. Because I can't see the Cambridge. I could possibly see Cambridge losing against Grimsby if Grimsby played better than they did last night. I can see them losing against Bromley, but after that, I can't see them losing.
Yeah.
That much. You know what I mean? And then you're going to be more points off MK Dons if they pick up a win, or you know what I mean? So I think the next 3 games are all must win.
They are, yeah.
I mean, you got Barrow, they've got Walsall on the beach now. Swindon against Stacker, they're going to be trying for 3 points, so Stacker ain't got no to play for apart from Pride. Cheltenham, Newport.
I mean, Cheltenham has survived.
Yeah,
already.
Newport, probably an easy 3 points for them. Crawley, Shrewsbury Town off on the beach. The Crewe, this is a big one as well. No, we haven't really talked about this about Saturday, but Crewe Alexander against MK Dons.
Yeah, but Crewe are normally quite good at home, aren't they?
Yeah. Are the brothers allowed to disrupt Pato's lineup? That sounds silly, but can they object? I don't know. I'm not thingy for that. I'm not sort of like a party to that information. I won't know what goes off with starting lineups and stuff like that. But that Crewe are good at home. The form's a bit dodgy away, but I could see them picking up points. I could see them picking all 3 up there.
Yeah, I can as well.
And if that happens and we beat Barnet, that'd put us on level on points with MK Dons.
I mean, I could say Fleetwood have a good home record. They could pick up 3 points against Chesterfield as well.
Yeah. They got Gillingham, Grimsby. You'd expect Grimsby to. But then Gillingham have picked up as well.
They have, yeah.
Harrogate against Colchester. I think probably Harrogate will win that. So that'd even make the bottom more interested. Oldham against Salford. Somebody's going to take points off each other there.
Yeah, that'll probably be a draw.
And then you got Tranmere, Bristol Rovers. Bristol Rovers have picked up some really good form now. So that's not. There's no gimme games really.
No.
On Saturday. Personally speaking, this is the referee this week. Let's put us back over there. I forgot you know his name, Harry. I don't know.
Tom Breeze. I think it's
Tom Breeze.
I think correctly.
His League 2 stats are a bit.
Yeah.
He's averaging like more, about just over 3 cards per game. And he's gave 3 double yellows, hasn't he? Reds as well. No straight reds, but 8 appearances, 29 yellow cards. That's a lot.
I mean, the 36 appearances, he gave over 114 yellow cards.
Yeah. But in League 2 alone, he's averaging more than 3 yellows a game.
Yeah.
Which is...
I think he's refereed this against Bromley at home.
So, yeah. It's one of them referees. You don't play the referee. You play with the ball and you play the game. Where was I going to go next? I was going to go... The score predictions. Barrow against Walsall. I'm going to go Barrow 2, Walsall 1.
You know what? I think Barrow's going to pick up a win last night. I think they're going to continue their home form. But I'm going to go the same scoreline as last night. 3-2 Barrow.
JJ Aviation Jack is available for Colchester, from Colchester.
Colchester and Bristol Rovers, yeah.
Lucy says biggest fan. Must be talking about Ara. And trust me, I am.
Wow.
Wow, Harry's got his fan club. A Swindon Accrington. I'm going to go Swindon 2-0.
I guess could say 2-1 Aki.
Cheltenham Newport. I'm going for a 2-2.
I'm gonna go 2-0 Newport.
And then we've got Crawley Town, Shrewsbury Town. I'm going to go for a Crawley 1-0 win.
I'm gonna go just to make it interesting. A Crawley Town win 2-1.
A Crew Alexander MK Dons. I'm going to go for a Crew 2-0 win.
I'm gonna go 1-0 Crew.
A Fleetwood Chesterfield. I'm going for a 3-1 Fleetwood win.
I'm gonna go with. I mean, I don't know because I mean Chesterfield, they didn't really play that well last night. But obviously they took their chances. I mean, it was 2 good goals. So it depends if Fleetwood could take their chances if they play well. But I'm gonna go ahead with Vantage. They've been playing well at home all season. So I'm gonna go 3-1 Fleetwood.
Gillingham Grimsby. I think Grimsby will win this one by 2-1.
I think Gillingham will pick up a 2-1 win at home.
Harrogate Colchester. I think Colchester away from them, not the best. I'm going to go for an Harrogate 2-0 win.
To make it more interesting.
Yep.
2-1 Harrogate at the bottom.
We'll leave Notts County, Barnet until later. Oldham, Salford. I'm going to go for a 1-1.
Well, it's the battle of the Great Manchester, isn't it? Oldham, Salford.
Yep.
I'm going to go 2-2. Be a point each for both sides.
And then we've got Tranmere, Bristol Rovers. I'm going for a 3-0 Bristol Rovers win.
I was going to say 4-0 Bristol Rovers.
4-0? We'll check. I'm going to check these this week to see who gets the closest to any reality in the
you know
scores.
what? I think was it 2 that I got right last night, or was it just 1?
I think it was just 1.
Yeah, because it was the Barrow one, I think.
Yeah. Starting lineup this week. I know we haven't done them.
I know. I completely forgot.
If anybody was going to come in and out the squad, I think it'd probably be Joe there for Kuya.
I mean, if I have a look at last Saturday's at 11, see what I would change. I'm pretty sure I have it. Maybe I don't.
Because Conor Grant Conor Grant started last week, so I'll probably take Conor Grant out the squad and put him on the bench. I don't know.
I mean, my predicted lineup for Cambridge last week was Belshaw, Bakari, Ness, Bedu, Maz, Norban, Palmer, Jones, Iapenda, Grant, and Enlove. And I'll probably have to stick with that one. But then if Cerula comes back, or if he does come back, I'll probably play him instead of Maz.
Yeah, but we don't know whether Cerula's injured or he's had a falling out. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Because we haven't seen him since the Oldham game, have we?
No,
Hasn't been seen since. So who knows? The Secret Service. We need some spies. Not me. I'm not going. I'm not going
yeah,
to
told.
Yeah. I'm not. No, we're not doing that. That's not good. But I don't know. I think I'd take Conor Grant out, and I'd probably play Dennis.
Yeah.
I think I'd play Dennis and Unlove together. Unlove has a point to prove against his former club. He does. He hasn't scored since.
That's true. Yeah.
He hasn't scored since them too, has he?
No, because he's been either on the bench or that suspension.
Yeah, so I think he does have a point to prove. But I think Dennis has a point to prove as well. Especially when there's certain banter going around about no energy Dennis and stuff like that didn't come.
Yeah, who did that? Who's
I don't know. I can't point my finger. It's rude. I was always told that as a child. Don't point. It's rude. Well, yeah, I think Dennis has got a point to prove, and I think in this game, you got to go for it. I just feel one up front on their own a bit negative. I mean, it can work,
Yeah,
and it does work in certain games
it does.
because we did have like Dennis and Jack playing together, and then it sort of stopped sort of working, and then Pato went back to one up front.
And it works, and then it depends really.
That's not very nice, Lewis. That's not very nice.
I'm staying out of it.
You stayed out of it. No love, friend love. That's a good slogan. You know what I mean?
It is, yeah.
Did you see the TikTok of like his friend who he gave his shirt to?
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
And he had it framed and he put some like quotes on Love Says and that lot.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Pretty cool.
Is that one of them?
No, not that I know of. Lol. So it's 2:00. We've done the starting lineup. We're at 4:45. What's the score? And who has scored?
What, my score and who's going to score, or just my score?
The score and who's going to score?
I think it's going to be 3-1 Knots. And
End
Endov is going to get a hat trick.
Against
it's going to be 3-1. I hope Endov gets his hat trick against the Stormwood team, but if you ask my real ones, it'll probably be. I think Endov will still get one. Ness from a corner. And the third one, maybe Norman. But I hope Endov gets a hat trick against his former club. Because that would be nice.
JJ Aviation 1-0 Knots on love to celebrate.
Away fans.
See, I think right, they've all got a point to prove.
They have, yeah.
From last week's performance. Right, and I will call it a performance. Very lightly. But yeah, they're still turned up, they're still always playing. It might not been like 100% performance, but it might not been the best, but Lewis has gone for 3-1. But I think roles reversed. I think they're going to go for it this week.
I hope so,
and I think we could see a similar scoreline to last week at Cambridge, but the opposite way around.
If we win, that'd be nice.
So I think I'm going for a 5-0. I'm going for Love to score 2 goals. Yeah. Dennis to get 2.
Yeah. Jody with 1.
Yeah, Jody with 1. And then who else?
That's it, innit? That's 5.
Yeah, that's it. That's 5. Yeah. That's 5. Because I just think sometimes
you need a reaction like that, don't you?
Where they've got to go for it. And like it might be one of them games, and we haven't had a lot of them games where everything just flies in the back of the net.
It just clicks. Yeah.
Yeah, it clicks. Rather than like, I don't know, Tyrese putting one around the corner of the post, but it's easier to put it in. Or Dennis doing exactly the same thing. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't mind another Tranmere, because that was 5-0, wasn't it? Or Cheltenham.
Yeah. I'd love a 5-0, but so would I. And then my brain says it's going to be a lot tougher and it's going to be a lot harder and it's probably going to be
it's going to be that 2-1.
It's going to be a boring 0-0 draw, but we'll go with a 5-0 because it just sounds better. And then when it don't happen, everybody will come back and say, well, what happened there? What 5-0? But we can't be that bad again, can we? There's not many times, last season. No, but even last season, there weren't many times we was terrible 2 games running.
I mean, I can't remember the last time we lost 2 in a row.
There's sometime in the last 12, wasn't
it? Yeah.
The previous 12 games. So I think that's the sort of like inconsistency. But if there's any time they need to be consistent, it is now.
It is now.
It's now or never. Or it's
now or never.
Oh, there could be another scenario where we lose all 3, and I don't want to be negative, but if we lost all 3, there's a possibility we could be out of the playoffs.
And would that be a bad thing at the end of the day.
I'm not saying that'd be a good or bad thing. It might, for some, it'd be a bad thing. For others, it'd be a good thing. We rebuild. Who knows? We're not there yet. But if
No,
we
we're
pick up
not.
3 points, we'd go back into automatic promotion places as long as
And hopefully we can stay there and not drop out the following week.
as long as it's a draw tomorrow night against Bromley, against Cambridge, or a Bromley win. I say we could go back into the top 3 like that. But we've got to still go and go there at Meadow Lane. We've got to go out,
And
win the game. If
I mean,
we
for us,
lose,
really, I'm not really bothered about what happened in that Thursday night game. All I'm bothered is how we turn out on Meadow Lane and see what the score is.
if we lose, then the self-destruct button was pressed against Cambridge. I sort of agree. But you got a chance to put it right this weekend. We might be given a lifeline, whatever happens tomorrow night, and we're going to be live for that game. We will
Feels
be
like we've
live
been live all
watching that.
week, haven't we?
Yeah, it's figure we're like more on here than any other app nowadays. So we've
We
been
weren't
live
live
for the game.
I don't think it was live on Monday, though, was we?
No, not Monday. But we've been live a lot for the last couple of weeks with the midweek
Yeah, I
games
know.
and stuff.
Yeah,
And the Thursday nights and stuff. So tomorrow night we're going to be watching that, reacting in real time.
And I think Friday is going to be our break. And Saturday.
I think they Bromley would want to win promotion, like guarantee
There.
promotion
At
at
home.
home.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to go all out for it tomorrow.
I mean, that's probably why they lost when they played them against St. John's.
Possibly, but I think with Bromley's side, they've got a lot more taller players, a bit more physicality in there. They can defend the set pieces better than we did on Saturday. Is it pretty?
Well, yeah.
Is it pretty football? Not
No.
really.
Is it the best football? Not really, but
and when we watched Shrewsbury, was it? Yeah, Shrewsbury against Bromley.
yeah,
I thought Bromley was pretty poor. I can see Cambridge scoring tomorrow night, but I can see Bromley either winning or drawing the game.
Well, I mean, if it's not the best football and you can still win games, why are you going to complain? You're not going to complain, are you?
No, because we played terrible sometimes and won a game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, 3 points is 3 points at the end of the day.
But it's that one. But it's now or never. This weekend is a must-win. The Colchester then returns into a must-win, depending. And then the last game of the season, which it ain't going to be. That's not going to be any easy game.
And I know people weren't happy with me when I said it, but we don't normally do well against Seagown's teams. So,
well, there's a time to put things right. But you've got to give your best chance. If you're still in a chance with automatic promotion, or you need
give it your best shot,
you've got to go out there and give it 110%. Or that game.
And leave it all behind you.
Yeah. So if we win on Saturday against Barnet, then we go to Colchester, pick up 3 points there. We're in the driving seat, and it's in our hands. We can't slip up that last game of the season.
I mean, if we don't get promoted or we're in the playoffs, as long as we try to get some win out of the last win, I'll be more than happy. Because if you don't go and try like Cambridge, then it'll be a different story.
I think the bigger issue is, you think back to last season, is if we get to the playoffs and win Pratt like we did last season, and there was no in the first
end of
leg
season statement.
We had a load of chances and stuff like that. Jack got sent off.
Yeah.
There was a sucker blow with them scoring and stuff like that. They've got to be able to go out there in the playoffs and play at an high level. You ain't got the intersecond chance, apart from the second leg. If we fail there, Rotherham, Vale, Northampton will probably York could be thereabouts.
You know what? I don't get that, because Rotherham were relegated obviously yesterday, but then Port Vale are behind them on 35, and they haven't been relegated, obviously even more.
But Port Vale have got more games. They've got games in hand. That's
I'm wondering, I was wondering if they can still survive. But then there's still 10 more. I think the team above Rotherham's on 47. So I think they're still 12 points behind Thingy. I mean, they can still get it, but realistically, I can't see them surviving.
I mean, you think about it, right? So Bristol Rovers are going to be stronger next year.
They are, yeah.
Cheltenham will be a lot stronger next year. If Swindon don't go up, they're probably going to be a lot stronger. Gillingham as well, and then you can have the likes of Rotherham always do pretty well in League Two.
Port Vale, they normally do well in League Two.
Northampton as well. It is going to be a tough league. This is probably, apart from last season, another season where it's the best chance to get out of this league.
It is. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And next year could be we could be in the same position next year, or we could be even in a better position. We can't tell the future. I might not be here. Might be pushing up daisies or something.
Yeah,
that's not funny. Don't laugh. That's not funny. A tougher season next season for sure. Yeah.
I mean, I might not be here next season. So
yeah, we don't. Yeah, I'm not going to laugh at that. No, tomorrow's never guaranteed, is it?
No, it's not. No.
It's like your football club. Because a football club ain't guaranteed to be there in a year's time, or well, it'll be there tomorrow, but in a year's time,
well, 3 years time.
But it's going to be a tough season next year, and I think last year you could say injuries and quality of the wider squad, and I think I criticised the quality of the larger squad quite a few times last year. As some of the managerial
I stayed out of it.
If you want to hold that line, you can hold that line. But I'm sure there's evidence elsewhere where it would come down to say that you was like criticising it as well. But we're not last season; it's this season. 3 really big games to go. And the players have just got to give everything on the line. And as a fan, if you see in that game, any of them 3 games coming up, you see that team trying and they lose, you can accept that. It's when there's not that fight there or that hunger,
laziness.
I wouldn't go laziness, but
you know what I mean. Yeah, like, there's just nothing there.
But you've got to go for it. These are the biggest 3 games, and if you can't get up for these 3 games, I can't see how you can get up for much else.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So, apart from that, any final words?
I mean, I can't believe the season's gone so quick, but hopefully at the end of the season it'll be different from last year and we'll be celebrating until, I don't know, when we have to prepare for next season.
I mean, for me, I think it's gone really fast. I feel like there's been more away games this season than home games.
I know, than home games, yeah. I'm thinking that. It was like,
and I don't like this.
Away game?
It was like, was it October where October where we didn't play or do any games? Like 1 game in October at Meadow Lane or something. And you're like thinking, there was one right at the beginning, I think like the 1st of October. I think the next game was like the 25th or something. Or the 20th or what. And it was like 20 odd days between games. And
so we had those 3 away games in a row.
Yeah. And the way they've done it, where you like play 2 at home and then you got 2 away. It's
2 away, yeah.
I don't like that. I hope that don't happen next season.
No.
I just think it's too long where you wait like 3 weeks to be back at home. Especially if they're like Saturday games as well. Not so bad if you got 1 Tuesday and then you got a Saturday game and then you're back at home the following Saturday. But when you're going like 3 Saturdays before you're back at home, I don't like it.
Yeah.
No. I wish you'll be back tomorrow night for the Bromley Cambridge game. Just spectating from a Notts County point of view. Hoping that Bromley does us a favour and takes some points away from Cambridge, and then we'll have to go and beat Barnet on Saturday.
Yes, that's another massive game.
Half in the driving seat, and then Cambridge have got Grimsby on Tuesday night. We'll be doing a watch along for that. Until then, don't forget Sunday Notts Fest will be back Saturday morning. Sunday morning.
Saturday morning?
So Sunday morning.
What we're going to talk about before the game.
Sunday morning at 9:05, bright and early. And then we'll be back here next week for the Colchester Colchester preview at the same time. Lewis,
guys.
Big up, Mark and I. See you on the next one. Thanks for joining, and we'll catch you all next one.
You guys.
What a goal! Curls across towards Jenner!